Welcome back to another episode of Behind the Screams here at the Urbana Terror Entertainment. Um, what today's episode is going to be is a lot of the actual building. Um, these guys came in and just did an amazing job. They had um, the complete building up, which, as we've talked about before, is a 30 foot by 170 foot. They had it up in 2 days. It's just crazy to think how fast it actually went up. So we got a bunch of footage of them putting it up. Um, Timeline wise, this would have been March. Um, right now, we're actually almost into May. So we've done a lot, on site since then. But this is going to get you guys caught up to where we are and kind of give you a look of what it looks like when a building of this size goes up. So as you guys see here, they're putting the walls with the trusses together as they want to stand them all up at once. And it was just so efficient. Something definitely cool to watch. This building style was definitely the most cost friendly. Like I said, it couldn't have went up any faster. Um, it's given us a ton of room for an absolute massive amount of rooms. Just a blank slate, which is kind of the cool part of this whole situation is, we're coming into a building that doesn't have anything in it, doesn't have any restrictions really. We can make all the room sizes however we want them, do different hallway sections, um, do some control rooms that we haven't been able to do before to make our life easier and just make the haunt more efficient on our side, which ends up giving you guys a better product. So, like I said, they're working away. I would have never thought they would have had this up in 2 days, but they really knocked it out of the park. So they're getting the last few um, walls and truss pieces thrown up here. Then you get a good view of what a building of this size kind of looks like. We know that, this may not be everybody's cup of tea as far as, just watching some guys put up a building, but as far as, behind the screens, we feel like it's a good part to show you guys kind of every aspect of what we're doing here. This is just a huge undertaking here at Red Barn Ranch, and we want to be able to document it. There's been plenty of times where we feel like we probably should have done more videoing and stuff of the old haunt as we built it, and it just grew into what it was. But now we're making sure we're taking that opportunity to do it now. So they're going to wrap up here with just a couple more of these, and then we'll start putting some metal on the building. And here they are putting the first sheets of tin on. Um, with this, you can see where they've got the doorways. We got two big garage doors on each end. Then we've got a total of 5 emergency exit doors in this building. One big part about this building that's different than anything we've ever been able to do before is there's a hallway all the way down the right side of the building that's 3 foot wide that is going to be our emergency exit area. So if anything was to ever happen inside the haunt, um, we have a path that is fully lit up and fully ready for you guys to be able to exit safely, to get out without having any worry of it being an unsafe environment. So that's something we're really trying to make sure we do with the new haunt is making sure that every little thing is covered. And that's once goes back to the blank slate thing is we've had so many ideas over the years and so many different things that's went on that it's putting us in the perspective to make sure that anything that can happen, we at least have a good plan for and a way to make everything work smoothly. So if you look to the left side of the building there on the little walk-in door, that is actually where you guys will walk into the haunt for the main building. We'll have a facade all the way across it, so you won't see this front of the building whatsoever. But you'll actually come across the facade and go in that door. So that will be the door that starts everything inside the building. As you guys see, these guys are just so efficient. I would have never um, expected it to go this quick. They just have a plan, and everybody knows exactly what they're supposed to be doing, and they just chop away at it. Um, the gentleman that's going down the long side of the building you see there now, he's almost to one of the emergency exits, and that is the door that leads from the hallway all the way down that side of the building. And then on each end, there's actually another door, and then on the opposite side on the back is another door. That door is what's going to lead out of the barn into our outside haunt area. That outside haunt area is on the far left of the building if you're looking at it how we are right now. Um, that section is going to cover 50 feet by the 170 feet of the length of the building. So going to cover a whole bunch of ground. Um, where we're actually sitting up here at the car is still in the courtyard area. So that's going to be the area where you guys are going to be able to, hang out, wait your turn to come in, um, go to the bar, which is something new that we'll have this year. Concession stand, you can hit up the vendors. There's going to be a lot to do while you're in the courtyard area. And actually, about where we're sitting is where you would walk up to go to the second haunt. We're actually right up by where the corn maze entrance will be. So, just giving you kind of little tidbits of what you're going to expect, for this next season. So, they're going to keep throwing up this metal. And this was day 2 here, and they finished the building this same night. I think they stayed till 8 or 9 o'clock because the weather was going to turn real bad the next day. And they're like, no, we're going to finish. So they stayed. I think it was 8 or 9 o'clock, and they got it wrapped up that night. So we wrapped up our day there around 9 o'clock at night. Got all the rest of the metal on, got all the trim on, and had her complete. So as you see, it is just a massive building. There's so much room for all the scares and screams and actors to just go crazy. So it's going to be a whole bunch of fun. We're very excited about it. Can't wait to show you kind of what's going on now and get you guys ready for the haunt season. If you can, please go like, share, subscribe, the whole 9 yards. Thanks, guys.